Good morning, students, and welcome back to the remaining part of our lesson how our state government works. Unfortunately, the online class could not work today, so that is why I am recording this class and sending you this video so that you can watch it at your home. In case after finishing this lesson, if you have any doubts, read your textbook, and still if doubts do exist, please post it in the doubt section, and I will clear those doubts for you. So up till now in this lesson, we learned about how the state government is actually elected for the states. We learned about the governor, who is the head of the state, and then we learned about the chief minister, who is the head of the state government. We learned about the powers of this chief minister and what work he does. We also learned about how the constituencies are made for each state and how one representative from each constituency is elected in the form of a MLA or the member of the legislative assembly. We also saw that a few states have the upper house and the lower house, where the lower house is called as the legislative assembly, the upper house is called as the legislative council, and this kind of a system, which is there in a few states, is called as a bicameral system. So these were the key important points that we have done in this lesson till now. What I have summarized for you till now. Yes. So these were the things which we have covered up till now. So going ahead in this chapter, we have a few points which we have still to cover. One of them is the role of the media. When we talk about media, now media is something which you will be learning about more in detail in the future classes also, in the future lessons. But media is something wherein which we all know as in the form of television, in the form of newspapers, in the form of radio, in the form of social media also. So these are the different varieties of media which we are interacting with on a daily basis, which we see on a daily basis in front of us. So whatever news that we get to our homes is normally always through the media. If you read your newspapers on a daily basis, you will come to know what is happening to in different parts of the world. There is also our mobile phones wherein we get news. We get news from various sources about what happens in different parts of the world. There is the television news, there is the radio news. Of course, radio news very few people do listen to nowadays, but the television news is one of the most popular forms of news which we have, and we come to know what is happening in the state from that, what is happening in the country, and what is happening in different parts of the world. So media plays a very important and vital role, which delivers the work of the state government, what work is happening in the state government to the people, so that the people know what is going on in the state. So media works as a link between the government and the electorate. Electorate here means the citizens, the people who have elected the government into power, in which it conveys to the masses about the work of the government. Media includes newspaper, television, broadcast, radio broadcast, etc. Since media has a far and wide reach, it acts as a medium to portray the various policies and performance of the government to the people. Ministers and representatives hold press conference or make press releases to connect with the people they represent. Information of new policies made by the government are circulated to various media channels to reach people far and wide. Similarly, opposition parties reach out to the people in different forms to convey their views on policies and performance of the ruling party. They do this through press conferences, media debates, and other forms of oppositions are public rallies, public debates, protest marches. All these are forms in which people can express their unhappiness or protest against any of the policies of the government which they are not agreeable to. What is the meaning of a press conference? A press conference is a conference where media representatives are invited and given details of actions, policies, and views of the government on any specific aspect. In recent years, we have seen how news about what precautions are being taken for prevention of COVID-19. What are the facilities being provided by the government for vaccinating the people? What are the precautions taken during the lockdown? All these news which we get in our newspapers and in the television, when the schools are going to start, when the school is under lockdown, when people are under lockdown. All these news which we get is always through a press conference. The government calls media representatives, mainly journalists who are newspaper reporters. They are called, and the government makes announcements to them, telling them what are the precautions they have taken, whatever work is being done by the government. So the media persons over here, they are allowed to interact. They are allowed to ask questions to the government, and the representative from the government, it could be the chief minister or could be any other minister also, they will answer the media on these questions which they are put forth. So a few other additional information about the state government. We have the Lok Sabha in the central government, which is very similar to the Legislative Assembly. And another similarity which we have to the Legislative Council is the Rajya Sabha in the central government. So the Lok Sabha, it is the lower house of the parliament, which is located in Delhi, our country's capital, New Delhi, is made up of members of parliament or MPs. Each representative, each represents a single geographic constituency, and there are currently 543 constituencies. Each state has between 7 and 9 MLAs for every member of the parliament. Each member of parliament represents a single geographic constituency. Same how we have state constituencies, in the same manner there are constituencies for the Lok Sabha also, and each person who wins that election for the constituency becomes a member of parliament. So at present in India we have 543 constituencies. Each state has between 7 and 9 MLAs for every member of parliament, the that he has in the Lok Sabha. That's the proportion. And Odisha state has 21 members of parliament. That's the example which is given over here in this PPT which I have taken. So actually that is the last part of this lesson which was all remaining. A very small part was remaining. So quickly we can recap whatever we have done in this lesson till now. We have learned about the work of the state government. We have learned about how the member of legislative is elected. We have learned about the two houses of the state government, that is the legislative assembly and the legislative council. And then we have also learned about the work and or powers of the chief minister, his duties, the duties of the chief minister. We have also learned about the governor, how he is selected and how what work he does in the state government. We have also learned about constituencies and how members are elected from these constituencies to become the member of legislative assembly. And lastly, we learned about the role of the media, how the work of the government is carried by the media channels to different parts of the state and parts of the country, where people get information about what is happening in the state government and what facilities are being provided by the state government to its people. So this was all about the state government and how the state government works. So please do read the lesson carefully 2 or 3 times before you go to answer the question and answers. All the question and answers, whichever is there in this lesson, each and every answer is available in your textbook. If you read them carefully, write those question and answers, do the flow chart which is there on the first page of the lesson, and then you can go ahead and write the question and answers for this in your notebook. So that's all for now. Please do take care and stay safe. Once the internet starts, mostly by tomorrow, we can start the online classes as usual. So thank you everyone. Please do take care and stay safe. Bye bye.